You want to take the OCP? Well, as well as many other people, but there's a lot of people that seem to struggle with the OCP, and I've heard cases of people failing the OCP 3, 4, 5, 6, even seven times. And that's a lot of money and time to be wasting. Especially if you're low on money, and having to take so many months or having to retake it many times it's just fucked up, right? And I don't really want to throw you guys. So in this video, I will pretty much be explaining some general methodology when it comes to the OCP exam and how to prepare for the Active Directory part specifically. I'll just try to make it as simple and clean as possible so that you guys don't get confused by AD. There's just been a lot of people that I've known that's failed due to the AD, and yeah, for me it's just never really been an issue, and the people that I have taught this to so far seems to react quite well to it, and it seems to be working well for people. So I'm basically just making a video for you guys. Active Directory on the exam now, you pretty much start with credentials, right? It's in a SU-rich scenario where imagine someone getting phished. Let's say it's an attachment type of phishing. You get a shell, and then boom, that's the scenario you're starting, right? So you start with credentials. Now, since you start with credentials, you don't have to do stuff like looking for perhaps anonymous login with something like RPC to check for usernames that you could possibly use in chains like ASP roasting, etc. You already have credentials, so you can easily dump all of the users' usernames. But you should definitely still test for stuff like ASP roasting, right? Like you would want to collect all of the usernames that you can find, and then pretty much just test for ASP roasting. It'd be easy to do that with ImsTicket. Now, I have heard of people that has failed the OCP because of ImsTicket dependency issues. So just make sure that everything is working right. Have the snapshots. I've even heard of people having 2 VMs ready, like one in a clean state and then one. You can set it up how you want, right? But just basically be prepared for bad things to happen to some extent. You should definitely know how to do stuff like ASP roasting, Kerber roasting. You should know how to do stuff like desysting. You should know how to do stuff like Windows privilege escalation when it comes to the Active Directory chain. You should know how to do stuff like hash dumping and finding credentials with Mimikatz, Lasagna, etc. And then doing stuff like pass the hash to essentially have the basic form of lateral movement. If you're going into the exam and you don't know all of those things, then you shouldn't go into the exam, then you should absolutely know these things. I would also advise knowing how to use Bloodhound well as well, so that you could look for potential chains when it comes to Bloodhound patch that it gives you. And those are the basics that you should definitely know how to do when it comes to the Active Directory part. I would recommend knowing how to do pivoting too, and just make sure that you get a lot of volume training in with Active Directory and Active Directory networks. And again, inside of our community, we have pretty much a cheat sheet of everything that I know about the Active Directory and all of the boxes that helped me absolutely crush the exam. So I definitely recommend you guys check it out. You can try it out completely for free in the description and comment down below. For the Active Directory parts, that is pretty much it. If you know how to do those things now, if you started off without credentials, there was stuff like you can use you could use Red Brute with a guest account or Dumble login. You could again try lookup FID for essentially brute forcing FIDs using over the RPC protocol, right, instead of the SMB. That way you could find a lot of usernames and then chain it with ASP roasting. You should 100% check, obviously, Kerber roasting when you should always do that when you find some credentials in the Active Directory environment. So that should be one of the first things that I would recommend you guys trying. And obviously just see what type of permissions your current user have. Are they in the local admin groups, right? Are they in some type of weird group? Do they have some type of weird privileges, like as impersonate them? Then you could obviously do stuff like Prince Spoofer or a God Potato. I mean, to get it easy privacy and stuff like that. But yeah, I would pretty much just recommend joining our community because you try it completely for free, and we have a lot of people doing the OCP right in there at the moment. I myself have done the OCP and I absolutely crushed it, and I really enjoy helping people do the same. And yeah, we have I actually made a full video course on everything related to OCP when it comes to privilege escalation for Windows and Linux, when it comes to pummeling and pivoting, when it comes to recon and fingerprinting techniques, when it comes to lateral movement, just pretty much absolutely everything that I could think of that would be useful. I teach it to you guys in there, and I also show you guys this entire notebook that I use all the time. I pretty much just use it all of the time for any CTFs and job-related styles, and yeah, it's just super useful. So you guys will get access to this as well. Again, if you have any questions when it comes to the OCP itself, or perhaps the exam, I was like, can't reveal too much about the exam. But yeah, just let me know what you think down below, and let's see if I can help you. Thanks for watching.